YouTube. Man, Zaire Wade just put out this new tweet giving a hint as to where he may be going after Brewster Academy. And man, things are looking shaky, to be honest here. Now let's get right into it. Now Zaire Wade, of course, being the son of Dwayne Wade, one of the most popular players out here, but he definitely gets a lot of criticism for what he does on the basketball court. And people think he's overrated. I've heard it a ton of times and even seen it in the comments that he is just an average hooper. Now recently he actually went to Twitter and put out this. Now it says unsigned PG with that little emoji, and man, a lot of people are looking at the fact and stating that Zaire Wade probably is unhappy with what offers he does currently have. Now of course you guys know by now his resume. He actually initially played back in Miami and was doing well, averaging around 20 points per there, went to Sierra Canyon. Things did not go as well, got injured, and of course to try to pick up more offers and get his name more solidified in the basketball world, tried to attend Brewster Academy where he's at right now to just try to pick up some more offers and get in front of more college coaches. Now Zaire Wade saying that he's not happy with the current offers that he does have is really interesting, and a lot of people were coming for him in the comments section. Now this was ridiculous. Now people even were saying he was just an average hooper like everyone else, but just because his last name was Wade was the reason why he has so many eyes on him and so much clout. Now, of course, you're going to get some fame and notoriety being an NBA player's son, but at the end of the day, Zaire Wade really has to prove that he is better than just average. I think when he was in Miami and playing well, averaging around 20 points over there, he was showing what he was made of and looked a lot better than just the average hooper. But there's one issue with that. Of course, like I even said in my previous video, the competition he was playing against was not the best, and that's what really hurt him in the long run. If he played in Miami and was doing well there, but the competition wasn't the best, it's not really going to prepare you too well for the next level, which of course is why he went to Sierra Canyon. But at Sierra Canyon, he didn't play his best, got injured, and that's what hurt him as well. And in addition to that, not being able to play EYBL is a huge factor. Think about it. If Zaire Wade was able to play EYBL when he was at Sierra Canyon, that would have also helped him get in front of a lot more college scouts. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe he played in EYBL when he was at Sierra Canyon because of that injury, but man, it just would have gave him some more exposure, and we could have really seen him in another team besides Sierra Canyon. Now, in addition to this, people also even asked, was he going pro or to college? And this is insane. This is something I never even thought about. Zaire Wade may be trying to go to professional league, but honestly, I don't think it will happen. This is why. First of all, college basketball is a great place for players to develop and actually show what they're made of. But in order to play overseas, man, you have to be pretty good. And most of the people that are playing high-level college basketball can probably hold their weight overseas. Now, if you can't even get to a college team or even really play on one and produce and do pretty well on that team, I think it's going to be tough for you to play overseas or get any type of offers even to go somewhere. Now, of course, him being the son of Dwayne Wade changes a lot of things because I think people want to see him play on the court. Although he may not be the most talented as of right now and definitely does still have things that he needs to work on, for sure, him being just the son of Dwayne Wade, people want to see him play, and I think he could definitely generate some ticket sales if he was to play overseas, but I really don't even see that in the near future as of right now, just because I don't think it makes too much sense for his career. Honestly, the best place would be for him to go somewhere where he could develop, and really going overseas, I think you have to be at a certain skill level, which Zaire Wade, honestly, I don't think he has it as of right now. Now, one thing that I can appreciate about Zaire Wade is that he wants to make a name for himself. A lot of NBA players' sons, man, they just pretty much follow in their father's footsteps, do whatever they did, and pretty much live off of that name. Whereas Zaire Wade here, he even said in an overtime interview as well, I believe, he said that he wants to make a name for himself and people not to just look at him for being the son of Dwayne Wade. Man, I think that shows how much better he wants to get in the game of basketball, and that motivation is clearly there, which that's a tough thing for NBA players' sons because a lot of time they don't have the exact same motivation. Think about somebody like Bronny James and LeBron. LeBron obviously had a huge different motive here because of course he grew up homeless at one point in time, and really basketball was his only way out. When you look at someone like Bronny James, man, he is living a comfortable life, of course has a lot of options and a lot of privileges others don't, but is still motivated to play the game of basketball for a different reason than LeBron. So clearly I think Zaire Wade is following in those footsteps where he clearly has that motivation to get better and wants to make a name for himself, which is really admirable at this point. Now, as you guys know by now, Zaire Wade actually did have some offers from Rhode Island, DePaul, Nebraska, and Toledo, but it looks like he's not interested in going going to any of these schools. And that's really interesting to me because it seems like if you're getting recruited from the top programs, man, you're probably one of the best players in the country. And these schools listed here are not the best D1 schools, but I think they could give Zaire Wade a really strong and firm foundation for the future. If he's trying to play the game of basketball long term, you want to go to school that is going to be looking out for your best interests, but also that you can get playing time. Just because you're not getting big name schools to recruit you doesn't mean you're not going to be a great player in the future. There have been plenty of players that go to smaller schools and end up being stars. You guys know by now rankings don't even mean too much. And coming out of high school, man, I think the best thing for Zaire Wade to do, and even coming out of Brewster Academy, would just be to have that mindset that he wants to get better. Like somebody like Ja Morant, you guys know his story by now. I don't believe he even had any offers coming out of high school, but ended up going to Murray State, or that may have only been his one offer. And man, in a few years, he really blossomed to the NBA player you guys know nowadays, but it definitely took time and he didn't give up. And I think that's the same thing that's going to happen with Zaire Wade. He's going to have to be persistent in his search to try to get to the next level, whether that's college, man, and I don't think overseas, and then try to get to the NBA. But first, he has to take step by step, and I think he definitely has a lot that he needs to improve on. But man, it's sad that he doesn't have better offers than this, but is he really that good of a player to receive those better offers? Man, that's something they're going to have to answer. In addition to this, I had also said being at Brewster Academy, man, it seems like the visibility this year is not as good as it's been in previous years. Of course, man, you had Slam, Ball is Life, all of these video companies actually taping the games, where now this year, it seems like they're really not going there. And one of you guys actually commented and stated the reason why this is, and this is really important. Now, they're actually not allowed to go and record these guys, and that's the biggest issue here. The school, Brewster Academy, is actually not letting these companies come and film, just because, of course, they're probably trying to limit the number of people going in and out of the school and the gym, and that makes sense, but it's going to be really tough for Zaire Wade to have more people come and watch him play. Now, of course, they probably are sending film and footage to a lot of these top schools, but if Zaire Wade isn't really receiving any more offers, I think that's just an indicator of the footage that's being sent. He's probably honestly not scoring that many points or not being that impressive enough as to where it would get him some more offers. And man, that is not looking good for Zaire Wade as of right now. Now, one thing we really need to put aside is the hate against Zaire Wade. He's just trying to make a name for himself, get to the next level, and that really does not warrant any hate, but you guys really came for him in those comments section. Now, one other last thing I saw in here that was really interesting, and man, if this happened, this would be insane. People are saying Zaire Wade should go to a HBCU. Now, like I continue to keep saying, there are a number of other players saying they would be interested in going to this type of school and would really change the way college basketball and college recruiting are done. But man, think about if Zaire Wade, the son of Dwayne Wade, ended up going to one of these HBCU schools. That would really attract more people. And I think, man, who knows, in the future, you could have a lot more highly recruited players. You guys know right now, McCord Maker was probably the first guy to really take that leap of faith in the recent years and try to go to HBCU. But man, if Zaire Wade went to one of those, man, that would have been crazy. I got to be honest here. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. First and foremost, what do you think about Zaire Wade at Brewster Academy? Do you think he should really be getting more offers? Is he good enough to get those more offers? Or is he just overrated like a lot of people are saying? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, get a notification every time I upload a new video. It's LNH, I'm out.